Well, it's a new episode of What Grinds My Gears. And we're back to AT&T DirectTV Service. So yesterday, while I was dealing with a migraine, I got my medicine and I had a new switch delivered because my house, when we built it, we had everything ran with Ethernet so that way we could offload as much as we could from our wireless network, so that way it would create two different channels so that like all of our smart TVs, our computers that were hardwired, such as my office that we're in filming this, and televisions, gaming systems, and all of that could be hardwired, and then things such as my tablets, phones, and stuff would be on a whole separate network, thus allowing a faster and thorough network. Well, you saw the debacle of the other night where the AT&T service guy was like, I can't fix it, so I'm going to leave. Well, AT&T service, they said, oh, we're going to send somebody else out that will fix it. The fuckers never showed up. Never. Never. So, me in medication and induced dealing with a migraine, after I had taken medicine, I laid down for a bit, tried to get it to a point that I was able to function somewhat as an adult. And we'll label it as somewhat because, Mike is someone that when it gets bad has to take medicine that somewhat knocks him out, and I did. But then woke up and was like, I've got to get this fixed because, Mike has a brand new switch that is a higher class level of switch because, Mike has to have it done right. And after talking with my other best friend, Desiree's husband, Chris, who's a director of IT, verified that this switch is good because I didn't get a chance to talk to him before I ordered it. So I just ordered it. And it was the right switch. I sometimes second guess myself and I verify with Chris to make sure I do the right thing. Because I talked to my husband about IT things and he's like, I love my husband, but when it comes to talking, and I love my best friend, Desiree, I love you, but when Chris and I start talking IT stuff, her and Rick start throwing out things like dildo, shiny objects, and that's okay. And I love them. Chris and I just sometimes just have that emotional bond when it comes to talking about things that are IT related and so forth. But back to where I'm at. So Mike, who has migraine, who can't lay down anymore, that has all of this whirlwind of, I've got to get this stuff done because I'm tired of not having TV system that can't work in the house, gets into our closet that has all of our DirectTV server, because it's not just like a little box that can hook up to a TV. No, we moved up in the DirectTV realm and have what's called the Genie 2, which is a server tower that doesn't connect to a TV, that it's just a server tower that operates the clients in our house and our RVU units. And so I decide to untangle the massive amount of Ethernet cables and fiber cable that's coming in and the modem and all of this stuff. And as I'm getting it all nice and neat and getting our patchwork of cables into the new switch and jumping over into the old switch to create, bridge the two switches together to give me, plenty of ports to add things. And lo and behold, I found the issue. The AT&T DirectTV guy forgot to hook something up. See, within being able to operate what's called the RVU system, where our Samsung TVs and so forth have a system built into it where we don't have to have a native client box in the rooms to have the service come through. Our TVs have it built into it. So all we do is put the MAC address of the TV to the system, and it just automatically reads the signal. The TV populates everything. Well, there's a little device that sits in the closet that connects to a coax cable, has an Ethernet port that you have to plug in, and plug that into either the router or, like in our instance, our network switch. So that way it knows to feed that signal into our network. So our TVs can understand that it is getting the proper connection to the main Genie 2 server tower. So I don't know where to fully lay blame. Could it be that it got disconnected when they changed out the modem? Possibly, yes. But the dude was replacing cables and so forth when he was replacing the Genie 2. So herein lies some blame for him, because he would have had seen that adapter when he was replacing all of the coax cables throughout the house. And that was the one thing that was lacking for the whole system to work. And the fucker missed it. And I've had to deal with DirectTV and them not sending somebody out here and them trying to say that they couldn't fix it because the system was showing it should be operationally working. You guys missed one vital fucking piece because you didn't pay the fuck attention. And I had to do your job. Really, people? How hard is it to do your job? Why is it? I've never had issues with anything with you guys, and you guys have been perfect. I tell people, I've never had issues with anything. And why do I have to have this one issue, which burns my soul? One issue. And it really grinds my fucking gears because I didn't feel good and I didn't want to have to deal with you this whole freaking week because it's been a crappy week anyway. But no. Your service people suck. The only one that was actually good was the guy with AT&T Internet that came out and was actually smart and did an amazing job and was able to talk through and was like, man, you have a great setup. I like how you've got everything part and parceled out. Most people don't think about doing stuff like this when they're building a new home. Well, duh. If people did, it would save a whole lot of crap load. But no, your DirectTV service people are a bunch of jackasses. And now, as I'm reliving this, at 9 o'clock in the morning, it makes me want to go open a bottle of wine. And while it would be acceptable for most people, and my best friend Desiree would be like, it's okay, honey, just drink it. I still have things I have to do, like fold 2 loads of laundry. Because one, I fell asleep to last night, which is the whites. Granted, it's mainly wash rags, which were Anna's, and a few undershirts, which were Rick's, but I still have to fold them, and the others are towels. And I have to run to the pharmacy. Otherwise, from making this video of what grinds my gears about DirectTV service, I would be opening a bottle of wine right now at 9 a.m. and drinking it. Because you fucking have pissed me off yet again, and I think I might have to. Because, you know, truly, it is 5 o'clock somewhere, and I will find that place. Hey, Siri, where is it 5 o'clock somewhere?
It's 9:03 a.m.
I did not... Hey, Siri, is it 5 o'clock anywhere?
It's 9:04 a.m.
Even Siri pisses me off right now. It probably fucking works in cahoots with DirectTV. Fucking grinds my gears.